positive, something that's uplifting people, empowering people. All right. I feel like I want to change the way I introduce this because I say it the same way all the time. But welcome back to another episode of The Least Favorite. I'm your girl, Natalie. I'm here with Angel and Jar once again. And we're just going to get right into it because we have a lot to talk about. So we're going to start with the bold topic. And you get to pick it because you haven't been here in a long time.
I'm supposed to change. I just realized that.
Go ahead, change. We'll cut this.
That was crazy. I realized what you said. I'm like, oh, fuck.
I thought about it, but you look different to me. Yeah. Did he not?
Hey, could fool me.
Shut the fuck up.
And meanwhile, Angel got the same.
Same fit. I'm just like,
well, we might just keep this anyway. So we are recording 2 episodes in one day. So we changed.
Don't fucking judge us.
I forgot to tell Angel to bring a change of clothes. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I always get left out.
I'm so sorry.
El hijo el pollero.
Thank you for changing, Jar.
Absolutely.
He's like Superman in a booth. He just like, hello. It's a whole different outfit.
What can?
So go ahead and pick a topic
From the bowl.
Let's see what we talk about.
Drum roll, please.
Sounds like somebody's banging. Like the feds are banging at the door.
Like it sounds like I started a good merengue. Like a good, like un perico.
Who wrote this?
Tony, actually.
And writing is shit.
Damn.
Oh my God, Jesus.
Shit.
Fuck.
I said the same
it
thing.
is. Her handwriting's terrible.
Way.
Yeah, I'm not doing this.
Oh, wow.
Wait, why?
What is absolute garbage?
Wow.
Oh yeah, this is.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is.
No offense, Tony.
No offense.
What is your most used emoji?
Damn.
The UGG emoji. I have type UGG and it comes up. The like that? Crying looking one. The whiny one.
That with like the squiggly lines in the face or no?
No, hold on. It's literally here. So hold on. This one.
Oh, okay.
How do you describe that one?
Because she's a bratty, like the one where you're whining, like
when you're like whining and complaining.
Yeah. It's not really. I think I use like the side smirk emoji, like the, you know.
Okay.
I use the smiling one. You can just interpret it however you want to fucking interpret it.
There's like 5 different smiling ones.
The regular one, like the aggressive smile.
We're not cheesing OD.
Yes,
it
like
mean,
the yikes.
It could mean a million different things.
Oh, it can. It could mean like 2 a.m. come over. It could mean like do whatever. It could be condescending.
Super. But I'll leave it up to interpretation.
What's your favorite emoji to receive from a girl? You know what I mean?
That one. The one you use frequently.
Really?
Oh yeah, because I know what it means.
What does it mean? The fuck?
I'll leave that up to interpretation.
She likes you?
It depends on the context. It's gotten me places, let's just say.
Okay, I know where you're going then. Okay, how about you? Do you have one?
Yeah, but keep that shit to myself.
Oh my God.
He just doesn't share anything, this guy.
The splash.
No, the splash.
Splash is crazy.
The most creative one I've gotten was
come on, we're here.
It's the juice box one.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you.
Damn.
Yeah.
If you want my attention, send me a juice box.
Send the juice box. Jesus Christ. That was good. All right, so we spoke last time about one of the videos going viral, and so I wanted to kind of dive into it a little bit with both of you. So the video that went viral on our page is about how women don't know when a man is unhappy until it starts to affect the woman, right? And so a lot of men were commenting and they were like, facts, that's true. Women never care. They don't give a fuck about men's emotions. And they were kind of like, if you read the comments, there were men who were like even pouring their hearts out, like giving detail. Like
I only read
I was with my wife for 12 years and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh shit. But I'm like, yo, this is impact. So I don't give a fuck. It's sparking something in you. You want to comment? Fuck it. I'm going to take it.
I saw you answered to like a lot of them too.
I answered, yeah.
She was going hard.
No, because the more you answer, the more engagement and it keeps reaching more people. And it kept growing. So it's like, fuck it. I got the time. Let's do this. But okay. So this leads me to sometimes men feel like, or you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes men feel like they show love in their own way. And because their partner can't reciprocate love in that way, it's like never good enough. and they always just keep trying and trying. And then they get to a point where it's like, you know what, fuck it. Why am I even trying anymore? If the way I love you isn't good enough, like it is what it is.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, go ahead, dive in.
I feel like it comes to what I always say, like you have to know the person you're with from jump, but you also have to learn who you're with. So everybody has, I know some people dive into their love languages. I feel like everybody really likes all 5, right? They're 5. It's just a different, like, you can like order them in different orders or whatever the case is. But I do feel like it's also helpful when you try to see when somebody is showing you love their way. Though it might not be the way you're used to receiving it. Sometimes it might even be better in a way where like they can show you so much love in their way, but you're not so used to being receptive of that way. It doesn't mean that they're not showing you love. And it can be so awesome. And it's even, I think it's more, I'd say beautiful, fuck it. It's like there's a beauty to it when you know it's a person that's not as affectionate or something like that, or they're not used to doing what you guys are doing and they're trying. Because sometimes a person showing you love their way might be effort. And effort is dope.
Yeah.
Effort is dope.
Oh.
No, I.
What do you think? What do you think off of like? Do you believe?
No, well, I mean, I don't know because this question is for men, so it's like
what I mean is, do you believe that? Like, give you an example, maybe. Do you believe that a man has ever tried to show you love their way, but maybe you didn't
absolutely
notice or accept it?
Yeah, absolutely, yes. I feel like that's definitely been the case. And then it goes back to like thinking about the forcing thing. Like, why are we forcing it? Maybe it's just like we're not a match. We don't fit in this way.
Compatibility is important.
Huge.
So I think you can still kind of, okay. So the only thing I want to say about this is that women then in those situations, we tend to like then paint the partner out as if they're like wrong or they're bad for not showing us love the way we want it. And it's like, no, that's just their style. And I think in that way we could mature a little bit better as women. I think it's like they're not a bad person because they couldn't love you the way you wanted them to love you. And I think sometimes we need to change. Yeah. We need to change the narrative because we tend to do that a lot. So that's like my only thing with this.
And because I love you differently doesn't mean that I don't love you. It's just how I show it.
2 things can come from that. You can either learn like, oh shit, maybe I enjoy this. Maybe I like being loved this way. Or you can come to the conclusion that that's not what you want or need. But sometimes I think, and you could correct me if I'm wrong in your experiences, sometimes women go for what they want so hard and they don't realize when they're like ignoring or dubbing what they need. Somebody may be giving them what they need, but it's not what they deem they want. And so you end up trying to search for the guy that you want, but it's always going to seem like you can't find it because they're not giving you what really fills you.
What you might think you want.
Yeah, what you might think you want, or you might really want or need something, but it's coming from a person that you deem is not your type or isn't what you normally go for, or you close yourself off to the possibility that this person could be for you.
So then should you date for your needs or for your wants?
You should date for your needs, but you should obviously to some degree want the person in terms of like attraction, right? If you're completely not attracted to a person, you're obviously not going to try it. But sometimes you should give people a shot if they're showing you like, if they're checking 9 out of 10 boxes, bro, try it. Give it a shot. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Versus the handsome, chiseled 6 foot something dude who's like checks 1 box. And then you're like, but he looks great.
He looks fucking great, yeah.
And then it's like, you ever seen those memes where it's like, my problem is that I want a romantic guy, but a hood nigga at the same time and all this stuff. So it's like
not realistic.
Right, you keep going like he never takes me on dates and he doesn't notice and he's not affectionate.
Like, but he's from,
and I'm like, dude, what do you want? But then it's like you want a hard ass nigga, so it's like, come on.
I think what it comes down to even is just understanding who your partner is.
Right,
like we could go back and forth about like, oh, you could do this and that, and both ways. It's just about understanding who your partner is.
But some of them don't even understand themselves fully.
Exactly, understanding like. This is who my partner is, and if I'm not cool with this,
I could be out.
And let's stop doing this, which is the thing that cool. People just be like, yeah, it's cool to be like, you know what, this shit does not work. Let's not do this.
It doesn't always have to be a dramatic end.
No, to and it doesn't need to be like, let's keep trying, even though like it's pretty blatant. Like
at that point, you're forcing
shit is not working. For what?
Yeah.
Don't force anything.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to get into another toxic topic.
God damn.
Another video.
Where does she find these things? La hookah, Natalie.
Don't do all that. Don't do all that. Anyways, would you tell me if we were in the same presence as someone you used to sleep with?
Fuck no.
What? Why did you answer that so fast?
Because there's no reason for me to tell you that.
You should tell me.
No, why?
Why wouldn't you tell me?
Why would I tell you?
Because it's just like common respect.
So I'm supposed to walk in and be like, oh, by the way, I used to sleep with that girl right there. And we're on your whole mood. Then you're going to look at me and be like, oh, why'd you bring me here? Oh, so you just wanted me to bring me around somebody that you slept with? Oh, were you trying to say that this person looks better than me? Oh, what you saying? You miss your past, you miss your ex, you miss all that type of stuff? Yeah, bro, you're not about to get me. So no, I'm not going to tell you. Why do I need to tell you that? Because if I tell you that, then it's going to be a bad night for the both of us. And then when we get home, then you're going to have more questions. Then you're going to ask like, why did you prefer to pick that place? Did you know that person was going to be there? Did you know that we were going to be in the presence of somebody that you slept with, Larry? Did you know that, Larry? Then I gotta deal with it. For a whole week, you just giving me looks, you giving me eye rolls. Then anytime I try to question anything about a woman, they be like, "Oh, you must be missing how you used to sleep with people in the past." No. I'm going. I'm talking. You're done. I'm not telling you.
Let me just stop right there. Stop.
I won.
Stop. You did not win. Because hear me out. Listen, I'm gonna end it right here. So you've already had this conversation with somebody else because you were that.
Drop the ball one time for Larry.
Larry, wherever you are, sir. Shout out to you.
That's a fact.
Now,
no. This is my thing. Don't ask questions you don't really want to know the answer to. Because if I tell you, then you're gonna have an attitude. It's just
you don't want to know.
Nobody wants to fucking know that shit.
You don't want to know.
I think women.
I've never been in a situation where a girl's like, yeah, I'm okay with knowing that I'm sitting next to you.
No, girls
I'm in the vicinity of a girl that you fucked. God forbid this girl if he says, oh, hey, what's up? Now we have a fucking problem.
It's a fucking problem. But a lot of we do this. Oh no, it's okay. I want to know. If we're ever in that position, if we're ever in that situation, just tell me. I'm gonna be cool. Just let me know. And it's like,
don't tell her.
We know for a fact we're not gonna be cool. Do not tell us. Abort mission. Do not. We don't want to know.
Because if you really don't care, then you wouldn't ask. It doesn't like.
It wouldn't matter.
If I don't care.
It's not even on your brain.
Yeah. What am I asking for? To cause myself unnecessary headache?
Let me play devil's advocate because that's kind of what I do. Would you be comfortable knowing? Let's say you're a promoter. You're in the nightlife.
Let's just say, or I am.
No, you are. So I'm going to use you as an example because it's a clear example. Let's say, you can do that. You can, come on. Rude. No, let's say, all right, Jar, you meet this girl. Let's call her
Rebecca.
No, Melanie. I don't know. Let's call her Melanie.
I like Becky.
Becky.
Oh yes.
Becky with the. Let's say Becky. You meet Becky. You kicking it with her, whatever. Let me put me in the scenario, not doing anything, but I'm just there, and you go like, yo, bro, this is my girl Becky that I've been telling you about. I'm like, oh, hey Becky, what's up? What's popping? And then let's say for whatever reason, one of the DJs on the set there. Used to
fuck her.
Fuck Becky. Okay. All right, let's say. And now this man's coming up to you, shaking your hand, doing whatever, and y'all cool. You wouldn't have an issue with knowing like I'm cool with this guy and you guys had a past and you could have let me know. You wouldn't have a problem?
No.
Okay, perfect.
For what?
You're right.
For what?
Just throwing it in there. Just flipping it to the guys.
You are never going to meet a girl who hasn't fucked somebody before.
Thank you.
Literally, yeah.
Now, if you meet them in a certain, like if I meet a girl outside, I'm going to only assume that she's maybe fucked one or two guys that I might potentially be around. I'm not going to fucking sit there and rack my brain about it. Obviously, there's like a clear sign of like disrespecting and just not knowing. Mm-hmm. But if you just don't know, you don't know. And then if you know and he does it, it's just like, whatever. What am I going to fucking go crazy for?
You, sir, are mature.
So you wouldn't be mad about finding out later?
I'm going to assume. I go into situations already assuming.
Right.
Like,
but
I'm not going to assume like, I'm dating
but then what if
Mary
it's
fucking Magdalena, fucking virgin. No.
Exactly.
No.
Well, she was a prostitute.
Oh, no.
Oh my God. Wait. Where's the Virgin Mary?
Yes, the Virgin Mary. I'm sorry.
Mary Magdalena. She was a prostitute.
Okay, I'm sorry.
She was living.
Yes, my mom would be very upset.
Yeah, that's not what I sent you to school for.
No, but I'm saying you're gonna. Okay, you said you're gonna assume.
Yeah.
But then what if it's confirmed later on?
Okay.
It's fine. Okay. I just want to make sure.
What am I going to go crazy about?
Because she probably already has guy friends and stuff. You just got to assume someone tried to do something. It's just like, but why even ask the questions? Like, it's like, fuck it. You with her now, so whatever she did before you doesn't matter.
It's like,
True, that's definitely true.
Am I gonna ask her, yo, how many people have you fucked? I know you fucked. Do I really want to know that? I don't give a fuck.
I think that's.
I'm gonna keep it moving.
I think that's like not a question that's necessarily. That's like kid shit. I think if it's one of the things like, oh, how many bodies you got? I don't even refer to that shit as bodies. That's kind of whatever. You know, I guess it's hood talk.
But that's how I reflect. That's how I kind of think of this question. Like, do I need to know who you had past relations with? I don't care.
Not necessarily. No.
I can't.
As long as you're not currently having relations with them now while we're having relations.
Or there's no disrespectful shit.
Exactly. Right. And it might cause me an issue. Then I don't need to know.
Right.
Now, if you think it might cause an issue, of course, let me know. So I'm not fucking blindsided by something.
That's true. I agree. That's perfect.
Like, only way I would feel a certain way, like, say hypothetical, right? You two, like, I just became new to your crew or whatever, right? You got friends, and it's like, say 2 other people, and now I'm dating a girl, and I bring her around, like, yo, this is my new girl, whatever, and then afterwards, it's like, yo, this dude used to fuck her, I used to fuck. Like, if it was like, I know these niggas ran a train on this chick, like, I found out some shit like that.
Ran a train?
No, like, that's crazy. That's different, bro. That's what I'm like. That's different, because I'm sure girls do the same thing. Like, guys, I'm like, yo, I like that chick. Oh, I already fucked. Okay, cool. Yeah. You're letting me know what's up.
Yeah, that's it. That's
the only way I'm saying I'll have it.
I get it.
But I understand what this dude saying. He dropped all the bombs on that shit.
I used to have a different perspective until you said something. Like, I just don't want to be blindsided. Like,
I don't want to be blindsided by something that could potentially be a problem.
Right.
If it's not going to be a problem, I don't want to know about it. We're good.
Yeah.
Everyone has history. Because guarantee you're not going to want to know every girl.
Shout out to Larry. Larry's right, though.
Yeah.
Larry is right. He didn't say anything wrong.
Because at the end of the day, any female that you see us interact with, you probably going to think we tried to sleep with or slept with anyway.
Already, anyway.
So it's like...
a girl looks at me, oh, you fucked that girl.
If the hug lasts more than 3 seconds,
yep.
But also, I just feel like with girls, like, we just need to do better. And I'm talking specifically to my girls, okay? We just need to be like more productive with our energy. Because no, I'm dead ass serious. And I'm saying this is coming from someone who has participated in a lot of toxicity and has done a lot of what we're talking about here. And I just think at a certain point, it's like when you start getting busy and you find like things you're passionate about, or like you just start worrying about you more, when you realize you cannot control anything.
Nope. Especially the past.
It's like, well, I'm not about to waste my energy on this anymore. Like, I do not check phones. I'm not about to go crazy on nothing. Now, obviously, if something is blatantly disrespectful in my face, of course I'm going to say something. Of course, that's something to be addressed. I'm not saying that you let everything slide. But you do not have to worry about things that are going to be, they just are what they are. Like you said, you have to assume that you fucked somebody. It's like, it is what it is. I'm not going to fucking lose sleep over it. Like, I cannot do anything about it. So that's all I have to say on that. Good. I have another video.
You better not skip that one, by the way. I hope that's a reel.
That's going to be a reel.
Better be.
That's going to be one. All right, I have another video. This is like a lot of videos for this episode. Very interesting, this one.
I was in a 9-year relationship with a woman whose sex was just okay.
It was okay.
It was just okay. It wasn't banging. I've had way better. I'm not with you. I'm not in love with you based on your
Wait, hold on.
I do not think that girl who thinks my pussy is okay is crazy.
Why?
It's crazy.
Why? But I think your heart is amazing.
That ain't gonna be your husband.
I think your heart
that ain't gonna be your husband.
Why? That's how y'all discount me.
No.
That's why y'all think that.
No, I do not. I'm just saying for y'all men though, if she has all those qualities and the poom is good, y'all get a little emotional.
I think what he's saying, I agree with. It don't have to be.
Don't come from.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I'm not saying it does, but that intimacy, if you want to stay, if you listen, you're marrying.
I'm not married. I've never been married, but I've dated someone for a very long time with somebody that coochie was just like, oh, that's okay. Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, you know.
Most pussy is cool. Most pussy ain't good, contrary to women's popular belief. Most pussy is a 7.
Oh,
I just want to say this first.
Sounds not even bad, by the way.
I would say crazy. So many women overrate their abilities in bed and what their pussy has control over.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Men don't give a fuck. It's just pussy, and there's someone else out there that they will fuck.
Yep.
Regardless of how good your pussy is.
I like how he's always saying what we're probably thinking. You know what I mean? Well, the men at least.
It's just a fact.
It is a fact.
Yeah, that's a hard pill to swallow as a woman, and I think the reason why they were fixated on like oh, but it's the intimacy, like you have the attachment. It's like, I think we really do. There are things sometimes with genders that are just what they are. Mm-hmm. As much as we try to say, no, everybody's the same and I'm fluid and I'm masculine and feminine. It's like, you have to understand, women, when we have sex, it truly is, we're looking for attachment and we're trying to connect and be emotional. Men do not have sex for that.
No, we do not.
But like women think that they do because we think we're in our bodies, we're doing it for that. So we automatically assume that you guys are exactly the same.
Perception.
Perception
God
is
damn it.
reality.
Ooh.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's the part. But that's, I mean, so then okay. If it's a 7, if it's not that, then just clarify for women then, what is it that makes you make a girl yours? I know we talked a little bit about it yesterday, but like, I don't know. Just what are your thoughts? Does sex play a part in that at all?
Absolutely.
Of course it does.
Bro,
Okay.
you cannot tell me even
Okay.
switching roles that if you fuck someone and it's average, you're gonna be like, yeah, like I'm gonna stay. There's that part
No.
you're gonna be like, I can't stay with this shit.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's a part of a relationship that needs to be fulfilled.
Yeah.
In any form or fashion.
Yeah.
Sex is an important part. And if it's not, you're gonna have issues.
It's not the most important part. but
It's
it
not
is
the most important, but it's an important
important.
part
Yeah, it's
because
important.
if that's not hitting, that's a form of satisfaction
Yeah.
in any
Mhm.
form. Like if you
Mhm.
know that, like, all right, my partner likes having sex with me, that's a form of
That feels
satisfaction,
good, bro.
Absolutely, like knowing that a girl likes it's satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And if you don't have that satisfaction, that's one love. That might be one area that you're like, is he fucking somebody else because he doesn't like fucking me? How can you be happy?
Not to quote my boy Franjez, but if you remove sex from that relationship, what is there?
Oh man.
So
Yeah.
you have to look at it like that. Now, I can't speak for every man, but I can definitely tell you that sex is probably one of the lower tiers in terms of something that keeps me there. In fact, if you're satisfying me in other ways, like let's say I'm falling for you because I like you for whatever X amount of qualities, which qualities we can state if you like that too. I know you like detail, but you might turn something like where one person might say, oh, her pussy was average or she was a 7. If I'm feeling you, that shit elevates the sex personally. Like if we're close and I'm in love with you, like we don't have to do much. You don't have to do cartwheels and shit. You might provide me with great sex versus a person who's wilding and doing her best, and the sex might be good. It might be okay. But with this person, I'm like, I love having sex with this person because I'm emotionally attached to you to a degree where like it even may make the sex better, where like you're like, okay, you're trying to please me. Even if you're not good at certain things, whatever, you try to get better at certain things. You ask for what I like. And outside of the bedroom, you care for me to a certain degree. And we've already established a bond. Having sex with you becomes more enjoyable because it's like I'm having sex with my person. Like this is my person. This is an intimate moment. Even if you slut and shorty out, but you know this, you're shorty and you like, wow, you really wilding, but you just met my mom and you agree with my family. It's crazy. I love it. I'm gonna keep you. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like
I love it.
It becomes a movie when you with a shorty who you like, yo, I like going out with this person. I like hanging out with this person.
You said something important. You said, I like you.
Yeah. Like the person you have sex with, guys. That's
okay,
important.
so then there is some type of emotional attachment then.
Of course, no, but
if you don't like the person and this, not that you don't like the person, but you're not there yet and the sex is average, you're not feeling
what if
that
the
way.
sex is a 10? You're not feeling that person, but the sex is a 10.
Then you like the sex.
No, I just like the sex. But we're talking about in terms of you being my girl.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that you can't, I'm not going to make you, I'm not going to make you my girl if the sex is trash.
Right.
I couldn't do
Got
it.
it.
Right. I'm going to cheat.
Yeah, so again, he said in the video a 7.
Yeah, which isn't bad.
Average.
7 is
the average. Above
average, yeah.
Above average.
I think 6 is like, all right. 6 is an average.
7, like that's
7
you're doing good.
That's good.
But for him, 7 might be trash.
No, but
because the way he
I don't
said
think
it was like
7 is
because most women are saying they have 10 and 20 and like this crazy, and it's like
no,
they're trying to say that hooks men,
right?
It
and
doesn't.
a man's not going to cheat on that. Men don't give a fuck about that.
Right? They don't. You
Like,
can even have great sex
and
and it's like, wow.
I told you this before. As good as a woman's pussy might be, it's not as good as the new pussy that they can fuck.
Or different. Or
It
challenge.
feels
That's
so
it.
good when it's new. That's a lie.
It doesn't matter.
It's
Like
okay.
ain't no pussy like new pussy. That's how it is.
However,
Like, that's it.
sex will not amplify the relationship, but the relationship can amplify the sex.
Agreed.
I'd say
Yes.
like y'all vibing, y'all talking, now you're getting comfortable with each other. You're sharing things, you're sharing experiences. It might be sexual or not even. We might have the dopest relationship ever. And I've already liked having sex with you, but now the sex is like crazy because we're giggling in sex and shit. We trying shit. Even
This
when we
man
do
is a
stupid.
romantic.
We're like, oh yeah.
Jesus.
And it's like even if you want to get dirty, like
He's a writer.
like even if you're like you feel more comfortable with the person and you're more vulnerable with the person, which allows y'all to try new shit. Like it allows you to do like maybe you've always had this fantasy and just throwing something out there like maybe role play. You never tried it with no shorty because y'all don't have that connection, but you have the connection with this person. So you're like, yo, let's try this during sex, babe, whatever. And it might even like not go as planned, but it's a dope experience that y'all sharing together. And then you're like, you make me happy. I want to fuck you. You know what I mean? Like
my man is so excited talking about this right now.
He's thrilled.
Sígame para más consejos. Because I know the difference. Like it's like you there's sex that you have that you know is good, but you're kind of like, it's just that. Yeah. And there's sex that you might deem like not as good as this person, but it like in terms of physicality, like what you're doing, you're not over here wilding, you know. But it's better because we're enjoying the moment even more. Like we get lost in that moment. And that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I want to get into the last topic since we were talking about, I mean, this was like a very heavy sexual conversation, but this is another video.
Your partner gets locked up. Is it acceptable that you smash his side piece?
Oh, no.
This is a slippery slope, and I'm a very detailed so I'm gonna need a lot more questions
It's
answered.
side piece. Some chick that he was just smashing.
Yeah,
like
but
it's a
see, this is
side
the
piece.
thing. It's subjective, though. One, how long is my homie locked up?
10 and better.
Years. Okay.
Yeah.
The side piece.
Years.
I've met the side piece.
Yeah.
Has the side piece ever been pregnant?
No pregnancy scared, none of that.
He was just smashing.
Just smashing.
Yes, I'll hit.
You can hit the side piece.
I would.
Okay.
And depend on how deep he my homie. If he just a I know, I'm smashing. I'll smash your lady probably if you just a I know. You gotta be my homie. You gotta be my homie.
Okay.
Like I can't just know you. You can't just be a face that I see and be like, oh shit, what up, nigga? You can't be that. I'll f your girl. But if I'm like, yo, what up, self? If I could put a name to it,
Okay, you can't do it. You wouldn't do it.
I would never do it.
Okay.
If I could say that, I'll never do it. But if you just a face, like, oh, well, y'all know this. No, I don't.
So just subject here.
I'm gonna say this: you can definitely smash her. You can't take her out.
Why not?
Can't wife it?
Hell no.
No, yeah. Personally,
Why not?
Can't do that.
What?
Let's say why.
Because that's your
Explain.
man's.
Oh, but if it's your man,
It's just
Okay.
like a jump off. You just jump off or whatever. Like you just smashing. Cool. But you can't that was
But
his
what if you
side
vibe and like,
chick.
you really like this bitch? Maybe he just didn't like her like that.
Keep it playing.
You could like somebody.
Because if that's your
else.
man, I'm saying, like that's your boy,
Yeah.
close
He
friend.
should understand that you want to find love and that you want to.
No, wait,
Do you, but then,
Be happy.
but then you switch it. Do you want to really fall in love with someone that you're man smashed?
Exactly.
I was not saying it that way.
like I'll give you an example. These
Talking
days, like
about-
I've unfortunately fallen under the I've
See, because girls don't care about that shit.
what do you mean?
Men
Girls
do.
don't care. Like wouldn't care if like if my friend fucked with somebody and nothing happened.
What do you mean
And-
nothing
What do you
happened?
mean nothing
What do you
happened?
No, like they didn't have a relationship.
What?
Like it was just
Oh,
smashing.
okay.
And
Yeah,
then
a lot
like she's
happened.
over and she's like, yeah, go ahead, talk to him. Like I don't think girls care that much.
They care
I
more.
truly don't. No, I really don't think they
I
do.
want to see how long you and that friend will still be friends.
Hello.
I really don't think girls care that much.
Hello.
What girls are you talking to?
Until it's time like, yo, let's have a Friendsgiving.
Because I've seen
or
it
Thanksgiving
done.
now. Everyone's in the same
Wow.
room.
No, but
That was like, wait a minute.
No.
God forbid
Because I've seen it
her and
done.
him end up in the same room together by themselves for like too long.
Oh, it's clipped.
You in the kitchen, they in the living room.
Yeah, it's
No, but
too
you know
many
what? You're right.
variables.
The
Yeah.
friendship will
Like,
have
yo,
to
Paige, what the
change.
fuck are you doing
No,
in
the
there?
friendship will have to change. Yeah, well, you're right.
Well,
You're
here's
right.
my
No,
thing.
but I'm saying because I have seen it done, but the friendships have always changed.
Of course.
So yeah,
I've
okay.
unfortunately fallen where, and I'm not too proud of it, one of my greatest failures, man. Getting involved with a friend's ex, very close friend's ex.
Ooh.
And
Does he know?
of course, yeah, we're no longer friends. But
See,
it unfortunately, but it's something that like, it was definitely a learning experience to the point where I was like, I feel like such a shitty person. I'm like, it's what you don't do. And my thing is now, bro, that from that experience, I learned I don't want to be around anything even remotely messy, right? Like I would consider, and
yeah.
we're not there yet, but we're like acquaintances, right? We know each other. That's enough for me to not even look at a girl that Ann was like, I used to mess with her. I'm good. Let's further down. Jar? Absolutely not. I'm not even touching. I don't care if I knew you with a side chick. I don't care if he just liked you. You could be like, yo, bro, I like shorty. I'm like, I'm not even looking at her the same. I just try to avoid that at all costs. I know that it wouldn't be reciprocated from
Is he
certain
capping?
people.
What?
Is he capping?
About what?
Okay, I'm making
Like,
sure
yeah.
because he's here.
So, no, I would no. Like, I just would steer clear. There's so many women, bro. Why? Like,
Why?
your man's is looking at that girl, just don't. They could even never do anything. I'd still feel weird about it.
Mhm.
I'd be like, just no, because I try to avoid all that stuff. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, and I don't want him to feel any type of way.
If you didn't fuck your man's ex, would you feel this way or no?
I think throughout time, I might have, because I don't always have to live an experience to learn from it. But
Absolutely.
that experience was like hammered into my head immediately after that point.
That's a traumatic experience.
I'm like, no. Like,
how did you feel when you were going through it? Not to expose you, but
not good. To the point where the thing wasn't even as enjoyable as it probably could have been, because in the back of it, it's kind of like,
what am I doing here?
Is this wrong? Yeah. Is it that wrong? They had a long time not being together. He didn't seem to care.
Brothers.
You start like trying to justify it a little.
No, you kind of do. You're like, okay, but then in term, you kind of realize you just steer clear. Steer all the way clear. That is my suggestion to all of you guys. Steer all the way clear. Now, if you absolutely don't know the guy, like Jar introduces me to one of his boys, and I said what's up to him that one time. He had a girl over that day. I met them that day, but like months later, I follow Shorty on Instagram. She's down. She's in for the taking, man. I don't know the dude. I don't. Now, you know, I'm obviously gonna come to you like, yo, Jar, Shorty was kicking it to me, you know, and I know she was with this dude, whatever. He's probably gonna be like, bro, who cares? Like, if you've seen the nigga one time,
Would
like,
you, or would you be like, nah, that's not.
Unless if I know, it depends. It depends on the level that they, like, the girl and the guy were, and how close Jar and him were, and whatever. But I think that I wouldn't care as much because I don't know the guy.
They're no longer talking. Who gives a fuck? If they're no longer dating, who gives a fuck?
Right. And it's not like, I'm not like barely know this dude. I'm not disrespecting him. I don't know him. I met him once. Type shit. There, I might consider it, but I like to steer clear.
I definitely think when things like that happen, you just see who your friends are for real. And that's fine.
How strong your bond of a friendship is.
How strong your bond is.
Is
and
it gonna fuck this shit up or what?
As a woman, I have been in situations too where it's like, if you know I'm talking to somebody, you're supposed to be his boy, so why would you like there's a lot of, what is that? There's a word for that. Men who snitch, not snitch, but like when you be like, why you fucking with him? Like, he's corny. Like, you should be
dirty macking.
Dirty macking. There we go. Like, why? There's a lot of that.
That's crazy.
No, never dirty macked. All right, it was clean.
There's a lot of that when you're a woman, and you kind of look back as a woman, and you're like, but I thought that was your boy. Like, I thought that was your bro.
I think that's whack.
Why would you?
That's the worst.
And that's where
when it gets
it's
back
like
to you
weird.
as a dude, it's like,
that's not your friend.
That's
not your friend.
That's
right.
whack.
Definitely not your friend.
And I don't even think like that takes me to a point where like airing dirty laundry when you guys fall out. Yeah, you could do me the dirtiest. I'm not saying your shit. That's just not me. It could be you, but I'm just not saying your shit.
That's why even me now, and for a while, I do this like, yo, Angel, your girl is not my fucking friend. She's not my friend.
I had to learn that.
We do not need to be friends. You don't need, let's follow. I don't need to follow you on Instagram. We're not fucking friends. I would not know you. I would not talk to you if it wasn't for Angel. So let's keep it that way. And all is well with the world.
I had to learn that through another friend where he was kind of like, yo, just remember, like, and it's always you pick your nigga over the girl. But you know, if you're so close, like if I'm so close to you and I get, you know, we're chilling all the time, I'm like, all right, sure, I consider her. She's cool. She's my girl. But at the end of the day, like, there's levels, there's limits, because I can only be her friend for so much. Because it's like, you doing something. I'm not telling her shit.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't ever want her to feel like, you know, I'm cool with him. Let me come and ask. Don't ask me shit about my man, bro.
They should also learn that line and not cross that level.
Yeah.
That
and I tell it to people too. I tell it to my homies, girls, you're not my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, why don't you talk to me? Why are you like that with me? You're not my friend. It's that simple.
To me, there's a bit of a difference because I have friends who like we're brothers for long term. There's one in particular, like my best friend. He's married to his girl at this point. Like we've been friends for about a decade. Yeah. Like I consider we're friends. Yeah. She's a friend of mine. You know what I mean? So that's a little different. They're married. They got their own family, this and that. Like, and there's only so long you could avoid being close.
That's different.
Like,
yeah, but you see, she's locked in. Like they're married.
She's locked in. No,
when it's like a girl that you're dating, it's like, how long are y'all really gonna last? Do I even want to invest
I had to learn that. I'm like, you know what? There's levels.
Right.
And I definitely do not. I will tell you, thankfully it hasn't happened, but don't approach me like Jar's dating a girl. Don't come and ask me about Jar. Ask Jar about Jar.
And I've had that done. Like a girl like, oh, like I'm calling you, he's not answering me. I'm not your friend. Why are you texting me? Why are you DMing me on Instagram?
Oh, yes.
I don't know.
You've told me about some of those. By the way.
Yeah. What are you asking me about?
But you see, some men would take, I don't know if it's the bait, because sometimes the woman has her intentions for doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not
because
me.
it's like, you don't know any close girlfriends of his. He doesn't have a sister, a cousin, something. If y'all really that locked in, where you feel that comfortable to hit up his friend, it's like, why are you hitting up the friend?
Weird.
It's weird.
We have nothing to talk about.
It is very weird.
The only thing we have to talk about is my man.
But then some guys would take it like, oh shit, she hitting me up.
There's only
and
friends,
I've already been looking at her.
Yeah, that's the only friends that's gonna work on those dudes.
Those dudes, it would work.
No.
Yeah. What are you gonna say?
No, yeah.
I want to give you that scenario. This is something. It has to be with. I guess it pertains to like being. I want to say friends. It happened to me actually. I wasn't friends with my boy's wife, but I know her because of him. So my boy was having issues with his wife.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes to chill with me and wants to just vent. So we're talking, right? So I'm just giving him advice like as a dude. Like, yo, man, I understand you. That's fucked up that you're going through this, and I agree with you on this, and this, whatever. He goes back and tells his wife, like, yo, Aunt said this.
You told us about that. Yeah, that's whack.
And then she hits me up on that type of time. And I'm like, everything in my power wanted me to curse her out so bad.
God.
I didn't, though.
But see, I don't even want to be a situation where you feel comfortable. Like, yo, let me ask him. Don't ask me shit. Whatever my man said, I said.
Right, but there were two wrongs there. His boy should have never gone up to her and been like, yo, answer this and this and this.
Wrong because in any relationship, there's pillow talk.
Yeah, but you're pillow talking about the advice that he's giving you for the relationship.
But there's like arguments,
if he felt like he wanted to do that, that's fine. Her job is not to approach about it. Why do you feel
she did worse. She did worse. But I think you should just like...
You already know. I thought based on my advice to him.
Yeah.
Like my advice to you is whatever it is. Jar told me this. You already know how I feel. What more do you have to ask me?
Yeah, but for me too, as a woman too, I wouldn't do that. Even if I'm mad, like let's say I was the wife, I would be so mad at Anthony. I would probably even change the way I treat Anthony or view Anthony. But I would never confront Anthony about it because I just feel like I'm a woman approaching a man about something. Overall, I just don't even want to do that. Like that dynamic alone.
Also, you shouldn't feel away. You know, like that. Like if you think it's coming from a good place, because like. I'm always gonna look
if you know the person who gave the advice.
I could really like you, right? But you dating Jar, I'm like, I'm gonna worry about Jar's well-being first. So it's like I'm never gonna tell him anything wrong, but I might tell him something that you don't want to hear. It doesn't necessarily have to be wrong. If I'm gonna tell, look, the way I am, I'm gonna tell Jar when he's bugging and when he's not.
Just because it offends you doesn't mean it's not the
truth.
This is why I say we're not friends because at any point her friends will always want to side with them.
For sure.
So why would I want to talk to you? You're going to tell me what she's already I already fucking get that. I get that at home. I don't need you to tell me that shit.
Yeah.
Especially a stranger.
Yeah, it's because essentially that's what they are.
Yeah. I don't know you. I wouldn't, like I said, my thinking is I wouldn't interact with you if I meet your friend. Like if I wasn't dating your friend, you would never speak to me. So why are you speaking to me now?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a friendship.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, so I just feel like the overall takeaway for this whole episode is like mind your business as much as possible.
Stay in your lane.
And for me, it's like don't ask, don't tell, omission.
Not even omission, just don't ask questions you don't really want to know the answers to. Be true to yourself. If you know you're a bug out, don't ask me, yo, did you fuck these girls? Because if I say yes, are you gonna bug out? Why would you?
Yeah. And this is why you need to know yourself. Know your fucking self and be honest with yourself for real.
And boundaries, man. There are boundaries to certain things where you shouldn't like. You should, if you're in a relationship with your man, you should only be speaking to your man about your man's business, not your man's friends.
No.
Yes, I agree.
Like you shouldn't come up to me like, yo, what does Jar think about this? Ask Jar.
Because I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was it, guys. I think this was great. Thank you again.
I'm starting to think she's lying.
No, this was great. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
You haven't been here in a while, so like you enjoyed yourself.
This is great. Yes.
Yeah, I felt like you were very comfortable with him.
Oh yeah, this was really extremely dope. Like honestly, it's usually great too, but it's with a person you know already. Mm-hmm. You're like-minded.
We've had conversations, not like this, but we've had conversations before.
Deep as fuck, man.
Well, don't say that because then I'll be hitting him up. Like, Jar, you want to come? You want to come? You want to come?
Yeah, get him.
By
the way,
yeah, go ahead.
No, because he didn't even do this.
What?
He promotes. Go to his parties. They're great.
I love that. You see, that's a real fucking.
You
friend.
might, however, make sure that you're comfortable with your spouse, partner, or significant other.
Yes, be very secure in that relationship.
Are dangerous, man.
Be very secure in that relationship.
Don't be mad if you see your shorty driving the boat at one of his parties.
Oh shit!
He is El Capitan, and they don't call him that for no reason.
Oh.
Bye, guys. We're good. So you can't support something that's positive, something that's uplifting people, empowering people,